Hi everyone, Achika here, and we are interrupting your regularly scheduled base touring here on the channel for a very different kind of video, one I'm not exactly used to making. I guess it'd be a PSA or I would say call to action, but it's more a call to help because I've kind of tried all the normal channels of trying to get this situation solved and nothing's happening, and it's been months now and it's just radio silence, and it's really hurting a lot of the decorating community, specifically the PS4 decorating community. And I know we're a small group of decorators, but yeah, we've tried our best to try and shine light on this bug that's happening with us, and it kind of is a game breaking bug, at least for a lot of us. And yeah, nothing's been done. So I'm here to just kind of ask you guys for help, or maybe like see if you guys could help us out. And I guess I'll get into more detail. Specifically, what is happening with the PS4 client is our base items are not producing shadows, which I guess doesn't seem like a big. I mean, maybe it does. Maybe you're like, oh my gosh, but like, I don't know. But like, it doesn't seem like it's that big of an issue. But I can tell you that it completely ruins the dynamic effects that are base decorating this game, that make the decorating in this game so much fun. And a very specific thing that the devs and the art team have coded into the game to make it dynamic and fun, and it's just it really breaks a lot of bases. So for context, back in October, this was, yeah, it's been as it goes back as far as October. I think it was, I can't remember what game update was, but I think it was around October 21st or 23rd. A major patch happened with the game, or a game update happened, and with it I started getting people telling me that their bases seemed significantly lighter, and it's not like in a good like kind of way, it's in a like blown out, desaturated, zero contrast kind of way that makes it look like it was run through like a Photoshop brightness filter, but in like the worst way possible. And I'll show examples to you guys, but I didn't really notice anything because I hadn't been playing the game. And then when I looked back at the last two showcases that I had recorded the day prior, I was like, oh, they looked completely different, because one was like before the patch and one was after the patch, and I was like, oh, that's very weird. And then I went in my own bases and I saw the difference. And then I had a bunch of base off contestants who had Halloween themed bases that deal specifically in like spooky shadow kind of things. And they were also worried about like how their bases were being perceived. And that's one of the main reasons why I pushed base off back as I did back then, and why we couldn't do it like actually on Halloween. And so we went to the forums, we made a post for the bug, and to let the dev team know, and there has been complete radio silence for that for 3 months now. To the point of where people are starting to quit the game, or thinking about quitting the game because of this. And I know that sounds ridiculous to a lot of people. It's like, oh, it's just base decorating. But it's like, some of us just play the game to earn furniture, to decorate our bases. Like, that's what we kind of like to do. It's kind of like how you try and run content to get style pieces or marks for your OP pieces or your artifacts or whatever. Like, that are bread and butter bases, and it's just, that's what we like to do. And it's not so much that we want the bug fixed. I mean, we do want the bug fixed outright, but we know it takes time. The problem is the dev team hasn't confirmed that this is a bug, so that means so we all assume that they're not even working on it or aren't like doing anything about it. And it's already been 3 months, and it's probably going to take even longer to fix it, especially if it was something that happened in the spaghetti code sort of thing. Like if something like, if you guys have been playing DC long enough, you know that one thing affects another, because this game has been through so many iterations and cycles and stuff like that, and the code is probably just frayed in certain areas, and some things unintentionally affect others, and we think this is one of them. So that's your context. So I want to just show you guys. I'm playing on the PS5 client right now to show you what shadows in the game specifically look like. I mean, you can see it right here on my base console. So, what the dev team or the art team have programmed in two bases specifically. Each base has like a focal point of light. We are in the manor theme, and for this this theme, the light source comes from the west, where the Batcave is. So my shadow is facing the east here, where the door is at. So as you can see, no matter where I move, my character's shadow is always to the east. Focusing that. And you can see the shadow, my character's moving, and my base console has it, and this also works with base items. So if I were to put down, so I'm going to put down a canopy, because these are pretty, you can see the shadows of a canopy pretty well here. Watch, I put down the asset, and boom, shadow instantly. So you have this like really lovely dynamic lighting situation, and also kind of creates an atmosphere. Like, it definitely feels like more foresty, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I don't know how else to say that. It's very atmospheric. It creates a tone for the base. And every single object has it. Even floor items have it. Like, you could put something simple down, like a table. They'll have like a little shadow, and again, you see it's like pointing to the east, because again, the light source is to the west. Even when you like turn it, the table's aspect, see the shadow shifts to be, again, coming from the west. And you can layer shadows as well. So check this out. If I put down another canopy, the shadows will get more intense and darker and denser to make the forest seem more, let me see here. I should have chosen probably a better, there we go, boom. And look at that. It's way more dark and kind of dreary, and you can do this with a lot of things. I've seen people do so many creative things with shadows. I've seen people make art gallery installations that specifically use shadow to make like shadow puppets or shadow imagery on the wall. I've seen people make monsters or creatures out of shadows with the shadow, the dynamic shadows of this game. Like, so many people made so many things, and it really affects every single kind of base. Now, I am going to switch to the PS4 to show you guys what this area specifically looks like there. And this is what it looks like on PS4. I don't know how zoomed out or zoomed in my camera was, like, on the PS5 version, so I'm not sure about that. But as you can see, there are zero shadows from anything. Like, the canopy, the actually, now that I'm seeing it, my model doesn't even have a shadow. Like, my avatar doesn't. Does my... And so this might just be shadows in general across all content of PS4. Um, does not have shadows. There's zero shadows. It's not even base, guys. It's okay. Like, I'm filming this, I'm realizing it's not even just base items. It's literally every asset does not have a shadow on PS. I mean, maybe it's just in bases. I'm gonna have to like go run content now to see if like my shadows actually in the game on my character. Wow, that's absolutely crazy. So yeah, so this is kind of what we're dealing with. This is what we're looking at with the PS4 client. There are just no shadows whatsoever. My settings on both the PS5 client and the PS4 client are exactly the same. So if you're already typing, check your settings. They're exactly the same gamma, the same image quality, everything is exactly the same. And if you're thinking that maybe I have the shadow, like, turn shadow on and off feature, if you're a PC player, PlayStation users do not have that. We do not have access to that. It'd be great if we did. That'd be a really easy solution. I wish that was the case, but it's not. This is like an actual, like, programmed in, something happened, and has completely taken out all the shadows on the PS4 client. Now that I'm realizing it. And just for further context for this, I'm going to show you guys what Sagebrush Covenstead, my base here on the game, looks like with the shadow bug and without the shadow bug. So why don't we, you know what, we'll just go over, I'll show you the PS4 version. No, you know what, let's do PS5 first, because I feel like the PS5 version, we need to see like the actual version and then this version. So here we go. Alright, so we are in Sagebrush Covenstead. This is my my forest base, my forest cottage here on the game. And yeah, this is how it should be displayed. It should be kind of overgrown, very shadowy, kind of dark. As you can see the canopy shadows kind of playing against the tree. You can see it moving there. All the caves seem pretty dreary with a lot. I put like a lot of extra vines and stuff here to make sure that the shadows came through. You can see the light aspects here in this like phosphorescent cave that I used with like some of the glyphs, the small magical runes to give it like a light source to kind of reflect that like blue light back at the end of like the stream there. Um, you can see these really, really wonderful like little leaf imprints on the bridge, and then if we come around the corner here, yes, you see the moon window with the lighting aspects, both over like the like veranda or porch over there, as well as right there in the middle of the stone path. The lights are very vivid in the windows. You can see them shimmering, kind of like this little cozy cottage in the middle of the woods. And again, the leaf texture on the sidewalks here. It's just this is yeah. Besides just a little bit of the color desaturations, and then you'll see if I get far away, the shadows kind of like fade out if you get like a certain angle like that. Like that's one issue that I don't really prefer, and a little bit of lag with all the butterflies and moving parts you can see with the frame rate here. But other than that, it looks how I intended for like the design aspect. But now, if we head over here on the PS4, and here's what the same exact base looks like on PS4. Um, wow, I haven't been in here in so long on the PS4 because of this issue, and it's so bad, man. It's a completely different base. Like all the nuance, all the like shadows, all the it's like going through the haunted house like with the lights on. Like you could see it's just um the moonlight focal point, the lanterns in the window are just completely gone. And you could even, oh man, like the shadows hid the clip for the actual like short lanterns from Halloween, and now you can see like their whole like their whole fixture sticking through the windows now, instead of just their light shining through, which you can barely see in this iteration. It's just it's literally night and day. It's just, and it's it's just so disappointing. Like I have at least the option to go on the PS5 client, even though I really don't like the PS5 client. The game lags really bad. The frame rates drop significantly more, especially in really decorated bases. Um, and also on top of that, what was like you would think that if the frame rate like dies down like with a lot of like light or moving things, that like the graphics would be impeccable, but they're not, because a lot of the luminous features like the color in the PS5 version are like desaturized with lighting things, which I'm going to make a whole video about that too, I guess, because that's an issue I kind of want fixed and I need examples for. So I'm kind of going through lighting aspects on the PS5 to figure out what's broken or not. Um but yeah, like I at least have the option to turn the shadows back on, but I want to play back on my PS4 client. I love my PS4 client. It's just the game runs so much better on it. I don't crash. My frame rate isn't nearly as lagged out as it is on PS5. The shadows don't pop in and out like on PS5, and the colors are just spectacular. It's great. And again, I have the luxury of being able to have the PS5 client. There's a lot of PS4 decorators out there that can't, and all we're asking is that for the devs to confirm that this is not right, that something is wrong. I mean, again, my character model doesn't even have a shadow in here. Like, that's crazy. Like, it's like, what? So it's like, I think it's just all shadows across all things. I don't even think it might just be in bases. I'm going to have to check, but I assume it's in every sort of content here on PS4 that this is I don't we just don't know why. Again, I'm assuming it's just a bug that something happened in the spaghetti code. And again, we've made a thread in the official DCUO forum, which is what you're supposed to do. That's usually protocol when there is a bug. And the more upvotes it gets, the more, I guess, credibility it gets, or the more the devs look into it, supposedly, from what I understand. So this is kind of my call to action. If any of you guys out there, PC, Switch, Xbox, PlayStation users, anybody who plays DCU, if you have an official forum account, if you could just check the link below in the description, and give the post a thumbs up to let the dev team know to look into this. Again, we would be overjoyed if this bug was fixed. Like, if it got fixed immediately, that'd be insane. We would adore that. But what we really just want is for the dev team to confirm that the bug is an issue and that they're looking into it and they're working on it, because it's just really frustrating to be outspoken about this and to know that something's wrong and the game is not performing as it should and nobody's looking into it. Like, if this was an artifact or something that was, like, a power or something that isn't working, I'm sure they would at least confirm it and say that they're working on it, or they would be very, very outspoken and work on it. But just because this is, like, a very, like, marginalized part of the community, because I don't know how many people still play on the PS4 client, let alone decorate on the PS4 client. Again, it is a small community, but there are, like, dozens of us, at least, if not more. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that decorate, more so than I even realized. I always comment on that about my channel and how it's literally all about decorating. If I would have thought there were, like, 1,000 DCUO decorators out there, I would be like, what? Because I thought this was a very niche, like, little project that I was doing, and now knowing that there's so many of us, it's really cool. But I do know I've gotten handfuls, dozens of people reaching out to me talking about this, and nothing's being done, and we kind of don't know what to do. Gone through the proper channels, we've been very patient, and we're still willing to be extremely patient. It's just we just want the team to confirm that this is a bug and that they are working on it and they're looking into it, and maybe something can be done to be fixed. That's all we really want. So if you have an official forum account, please go to the link below and give that a thumbs up. If you don't have a forum account, that's fine, you can make one, but again, I'm not going to I know how much of a headache that is. If you just want to spread the word and let people know that this is an issue, because maybe other people might have an official forum account to do something about it. I don't know if somebody on the dev team is watching this. Maybe it'd be great. Like, maybe just spread the word to where it might need to go to get to somebody who can fix it. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I love this game. I love decorating, and I love sharing your bases. And I can't do either of those to the best of my ability without this thing being fixed. So that's, like, not only has, like, my time been significantly reduced due to life strains, but when I get on the game, I have to deal with this too, and it just it's like a double, like, very unfun time right now, and I don't know what to do. So right now, that is your content for today. Is just this. This is just to bring a light, shine light, to this already very bright, and not in the best way, situation. So, alright, so this is a little bonus content. So yeah, I decided, because I was like, is it really only bases? No, it's everywhere. Look, there's no shadows on anybody, guys. Like, look, my asset doesn't have shadows. This other person's asset doesn't have shadows. Nobody has shadows! It's literally all shadows on the PS4 broken. That's... wow. Okay. I'm gonna go to... hang on. Yeah, dude, even in the bleakest area, there's no shadows on anybody! Nothing has shadows! What is this? This is crazy. So, like, the asset models have shadows, but, like, nobody else does. Even the NPCs. Yeah, this is an issue. I don't know. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm back on PS5. And look at this. This is, like, Carol has a shadow, Hal has a shadow, I have a shadow. Like, oh, some of the furniture or the assets have shadows. I think the PS4 just doesn't have shadows in general. Okay, let's just do one more test here. I'm gonna let me queue up into something. Hang on 1 second. Let's see. Okay, I'm in the cathedral alert here, because I remembered, like, the lighting was a bit dynamic here at the very beginning. So okay, so yeah, you can see my shadow here. It does get, in the light, it gets small. Well, no, it doesn't get smaller, but yeah, it does. It kind of goes away in certain light aspects, but I do have a shadow. I don't know. Oh, yeah. Okay, so the vendor has a shadow. That's another thing I wanted to check in on. Okay, alright, so let's go back to the PS4 client. Okay. Yeah, I don't have a shadow in instance content. And yeah, the vendor doesn't have the dude. Oh my gosh, there's no shadows on the PS4 client. I I'm hoping, okay, knowing this, I'm really hoping that there's an easier solution to this because I thought it was just basic items. It's literally all items on the PS4 client. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, yeah, I think that I'm kind of glad I made this. Like, I was really scared to make this video because it's not what I usually make for content, and I didn't really want to stir the pot or anything because I know, like, that, you know, I know the devs are trying their best and everything, and I just wanted a solution or at least just a confirmation. But oh my gosh, there's no shadows on PS4. I might have to make a new bug thread then, because this goes beyond just base decorating. So, whatever link is in the description down below is the correct link, so please go check that out. Any thumbs up would be greatly appreciated. Hopefully, again, I'm hoping that maybe there's a better, like, maybe, what I'm hoping is maybe the omnipresent god of light, like maybe there is like a shadow on and off feature that is coded into a client and that can just be turned back on. Maybe that'd be awesome if that was the case. But yeah, that's about it. So yeah, please go thumbs up the link if you can, spread the word if you can, or any of that. And yeah, again, thank you. I really appreciate it. This video became way longer than it was supposed to be, so thank you for watching the end of the bonus content. So hopefully we can find a solution. Hopefully I can get back to regularly scheduled programming soon. And yeah, again, thanks for watching. I hope you guys are great, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.